I guess my thing is that there is some minor time loss to not ending on Cortex, which again, it is minor time loss, but it does exist. Like, there is time that is taken to skip through, like, the cutscenes, the credits, the prompt that tells you have the triple spin and tells you to go for 106% completion. Like, it's a handful of seconds. Saving all the alternate timelines for the end of the run, as I said earlier, is not as optimal as doing them as they appear in terms of menuing, but again, that's probably a matter of like a second or so, like a couple seconds, so like it's not really big. Like, it sounds like it's a couple seconds one way and a couple seconds the other, which is why, like, I'm not necessarily saying it's like... I think it's more complex than, oh, there's no reason not to. But again, I haven't actually used triple spin, so I can't say. That's just like me observing from the outside and just like theorizing about it. Which is why I'm not actually convinced it's like a super big deal.
No, I don't want to do this song. No, fuck that.
I don't actually think this category is that great, Power Man. I'm just doing it just to say I have a run. Also because record can probably be a lot faster. Again, not trying to shit on the guy who has it, but also record is 227, and I really doubt adding 9 levels constitutes an entire hour. So...
Hell.
That is fair. That's like about 8 to 9 seconds that's saved for that.
Dude, what would be a dream of mine would be to have like a DDR Japanese PS2 setup, but like hook it up like arcade style, like have like a fucking professional dance pad, like a metal dance pad, and have it in like a cabinet with like a CRT. That'd be fucking sick.
So basically you want a groove machine.
Yes. I want a groove. Be fucking sick.
If anything, I think when I do ACG, I might start by not having all the alternate timelines post-Cortex, just to see how much of a difference it actually makes. That way we can have that information as opposed to just being like, oh, well, it's probably faster. Which, like, you know, it probably is, but I want to know what the actual difference is, if there is one. Also, I just want to revel in my laziness. I'm gonna revel in my bitch boy strats. And then, again, I'm also personally of the camp of I prefer ending runs on actual endings when I can help it.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I don't think it makes a big difference, Power Man, but it probably saves at least a little bit. Like, I've seen some people anticipate that it saves like 10 minutes, and I'm just like, no, that's wrong. Like, I can just tell you now that's probably like almost certainly wrong. But like, it's probably at least a couple seconds. But
Gotta time it.
yeah.
It's like when people thought the mini turrets on Grelvin saved like over 10 seconds and I timed it and it's literally slower.
To be honest, I'm also like, there was a point in NST like 102 where I was questioning whether it was worth actually saving all the time trials for the running shoes or if it would be faster to just immediately revisit the levels. Because I wasn't sure how much the running shoes actually saved because of hob sliding. So I tested it and I was like, oh, okay, no, these actually save a shit ton of time. And this is the current 102 route is very clearly optimal, but I didn't know until I tested it. So like that would be the thing. Like at least for a little bit, saving the timeline levels or not saving the timeline levels for the end would at least give that info.
Right.
And again, I personally just also like ending on actual endings. They're both all clear gems, Cubone. The same thing. I just fucking golded a real grind. Well, that's something I gotta update in any percent, I guess. Yeah, I mean, the rules for ACG are you either end the run on Cortex or you end the run on the last level where you get a gem. Or you end it on finishing the level where you get the last gem. It's either or. But they're both ACG. The thing is that Crash games have always followed the policy of you either end on the ending or you end on where you get the last gem. And the only ones that don't have something like that are ones where there's only literally one possible ending. Ending point, that is. Like if in Crash 2 Hundo, you beat Cortex and you missed a gem, you would sit through all the credits and then finish the run wherever the last gem was. Or like Twin Sanity, if you miss a gem, then the run ends when you pick up the last gem, as opposed to ending on the Evil Twins. Which is also why Sloth's optimal route just ends like randomly in the middle of Rooftop Rampage. Ending on like proper endings just feels more correct to me. And that's just like a small semantic of mine. So that would be my reason. Not ending on the ending just feels wrong. I agree. Like, honestly, one of my least favorite things about Crash 3 108, like, for NST, despite how fucking amazing that entire category is, I despise the fact that just because of the way that game is percentage-wise, the only, like, good option of an ending was ending on picking up the last gem in the Time Twister. Like, it just feels wrong to me, but, like, that was the only good option. Because every other option involved fighting Cortex twice. And we were like, that's stupid.
That's hilarious.
That being said, what?
I'll say Trump got more tweets censored on Twitter.
Everybody's Dunyan rings with them.
Yeah. Is he in Georgia? Oh my god, it's so tight. So tight.
You should only do that if you do the one cycle Power Man, but I figured honest really doesn't make a difference. The reason Bug Light is after Cortex is because of the one cycle, because you need the running shoes for it.
I fucking remember when, like, in like 2019, Fairy and Jay made it her mission to like change the timing and Crash 2 to like fade out, and then like Evil and other people were backing it up, and I'm like, we're not fucking changing the timing like years later and retiming all these runs. It's just dumb.
What even is the fucking point? Like,
Because you technically don't get
I know the actual point, but like, what is the fucking point?
That was the point, because you don't get 100% until fade out.
I mean,
and they wanted to start timer on New Game.
Okay, starting timer on New Game I can understand a bit more, because I think SDA timing is archaic as fuck. But like, the final input is dealing the last hit to Cortex. Who fucking cares if you have to wait 9 seconds to actually finish the run? You know you're about to get 100%.
Yeah. I'm an SDA timing boy. Because we do it in Ratchet too.
No, I'm very much starting the run on starting New Game for like every game.
No, dude,
It's just easier.
It adds, for Rack 2, it adds like an extra like 20 seconds.
So, that's like 18 to Spiral 1.
Hey, who's the
Fucking
dude?
adds like a minute and a half to Harry Potter.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Sub 120 would be not harder, but it'd be bigger of a margin.
Honestly, as shit as 2020 has been for like the world in general, it's been a very good year personally for me.
Yeah, that's good.
Any percent is part of all timelines, and I guess technically, if I did all the alternate timeline levels after beating Cortex, I could just submit any percent, but it just seems stupid at that point. Like, yes, I could technically do that, but I don't plan on grinding this if I'm being completely real.
Riko, come on, grind it.
No, fuck this category.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I will not head out yet, but I will head out eventually.
If I have to sit through this garbage run, so do you.
I'm tired, man. I'm fucking tired.
Same, but you know what?
Have you not been sleeping that much either for the election?
I told you last night was the first good night's sleep I had all week.
Yeah, I know because of the melatonin, but like...
Yeah. No, the election has stressed me out enough that I needed the melatonin.
Oh, yeah, I'm stupid. I'm tired, dude. I forgot. Fucking tired. Cock cam.
Yep, cock.
Yep, cock.
Why the fuck did Hypno even suggest this fucking category? It's not a bad category, but it's a bad category. It's not a bad idea for a category, I just don't think it's I don't think it's different enough from any percent to be interesting to me. Oh yeah. Stressing you out so much you might reach 270 before either candidate. True. Star Attack works, you could do more of this. Hell yeah.
Dude, Star Tech's great.
Did Trav ever replace his?
I don't know. He hasn't been in a VC in a while. Like, he hasn't been in a VC in like a long long time.
Am I looking forward to getting the blue gem in ACG? Well, considering the blue gem has a skip in ACG and it's dank as fuck, yes, I'm very much looking forward to that.
Danganronpa. Nervous as fuck for the Maricopa ballots in the morning, but I'm sure they'll be fine.
I mean, if we want to work under the presumption that Nevada's basically Biden's and Georgia's looking increasingly in his favor, we don't even need Arizona at that point. We don't even need you, Dill.
I still personally just want.
I mean, I know, yeah, just because it would mean a lot because you live in Arizona, so.
Yeah. Mark Kelly's already winning the Senate seat, thankfully, which is good because no more Mark McShitty. But I want the whole state to be blue. Also, I can rub it in everyone's face.
Just move to Maryland, then you'll always be in the blue state.
Hell yeah.
Actually, it'd probably be smart for you to move to California, but then you might catch on fire, so maybe don't do that.
Yeah, and it's also expensive. I would live in California, which is expensive as fuck there.
Yeah, blue gem. There's a blue gem skip in Dragon On because the blue gem is actually hidden under the floor of the level, and I guess it just like rises up when you actually like reach the end with 0 crates. But you can get out of bounds and you can get under the floor, so you can just grab the blue gem that way, death abuse, and then finish the level. Saves a good like 3 minutes or however long Dragon On is. And it's also like way easier. Alright, let's see if I can get lazy skip. Ah, it was too high. Okay, I'm gonna try again.
It's like, dude, fucking... I don't know. Video game skip.
There we go.
Nice.
Lazy skip.
That's sick.
It is pretty cool. Probably saves like 5 seconds though.
Oh Jesus.
It looks swag as fuck though. Oh my
5 seconds?
fucking god, this fucking game sucks.
5 seconds is 5 seconds. I keep forgetting I'm in GDQ this year. I keep forgetting.
Didn't you just find it out like 3 days ago?
Last Sunday. Well, Saturday.
It's like
It's Halloween.
5 days ago.
Halloween.
Hello, Ween is here. Has to be one of my favorite TikToks.
Biden's catching in Pennsylvania. Yep, he's gonna probably get it by tomorrow. They still have a lot of ballots to count though. They're behind on schedule.
Yeah, Biden's been catching up like everywhere except for like the only place that's been going the opposite direction is AZ, and even then it might not be enough.
Yeah.
I like how this was looking like it was gonna be like the closest election in history to like it could potentially just be a wash.
Yeah.
Grant, like for one, Biden's like really fucking ahead in the popular vote.
Mm-hmm.
And like electoral depends on like how the rest of the states go.
Yep. And then Trump's not gonna concede because I won. I swear he's just gonna say that for like the next like 2 months.
This is a fraud against the American people.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
The way he fucking just like shrinks his mouth like this. Like I was telling you this before I started stream, like I never realized how much infuriates me when he does that.
Yeah.
It's like
I also hate when he
this is a fraud.
He's like
The American people.
Fraud, big fraud. It's a big fraud. Yeah, big fraud.
There's no way this is a fucking 4-minute level.
Okay, this place rules.
Fuck off. I don't remember how I did this. this cycle even.
Just want everyone dreading responsibilities in the morning, waiting on the Clayton County to know that you're all wonderful people.
Whoa, that chainsaw.
Attention minions! The Bandicoots are inside! Start the Doom Raid! Are you ready? Start your... sabotage!
Cool. Okay, at least it was like a 5-second death. Dude, if Crash 4 is so good, why isn't there a Crash 4 too?
Part 2.
If Final Fantasy X is so good, why isn't there? Wait.
Wait, there is a Final Fantasy.
Crash 42, hell yeah. Crash 2 is so good, why isn't there a Crash 2 too? $58 gold, I can't believe it, guys, so optimized.
Closing the New York Times map because there's literally going to be probably nothing until like a few hours.
Much time lost for entering the wrong level. Loadless, probably like 3 seconds.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
RTA, it's fucking forever, but that's just because it loads.
Yeah.
I guess that's another thing about doing the alternate timeline levels after Cortex, which again is just like my own personal like gripe, is that despite the fact that I think this game absolutely should be loadless just because loads are fucking garbage, I don't entirely think that loadless is like a be-all end-all, especially if very often loadless causes like strats to exist that are like faster loadless but slower RTA, which thankfully is extremely uncommon in Crash games, so I generally give it a pass. But I feel like because of the extra load of the post-Cortex fight, like that would make doing them afterwards slower RTA, but at the same time I didn't factor in the fact that there's one less load for whatever level you end on, so maybe that's just not true. So actually, yeah, disregard that. My point still stands though. I don't like when things are faster, loadless, but slower RTA. But you know, video juegos. Can't believe I got that. Coco doesn't like him either. Just listen to her cry. That is the closest I've ever gotten to getting hit by that. Jesus Christ on a bicycle. Yup, this is terrible. Gamer. Coco, you prefer ending on the run, right? Or ending on the final boss, right? Yeah, she slow blinked, so she agrees with me. Coco agrees. How the fuck did that gold? Oh, well, probably because of whatever. Yeah, see? She agrees.
Harry! Can you get my cat for me? Every time.
Fucking Raymond.
Thanks, Harry.
You don't even run the categories where you have to do that. You don't even run 100%. Or all wizard cards.
Run any of those.
Yeah, they're kind of lame anyway. Harry Potter is definitely a game where I think any percent is the most interesting category, not counting super speed, which is the greatest category to ever grace mankind.
This dimension was quite peaceful when I arrived, but fortunately my host had some murderous effects on the attack.
Oh, that was intelligent to me. That was not intelligent to me. Girl, what the fuck do you want? Hi. Not my best plan.
I wish that didn't have to resort to live tests for my experiments, but you know, omelets, eggs, superpowered potions, marsupials, I mean, other animals.
People usually run that on PS3. Run what? Harry Potter? No. PS3 is like really slow for basically like every PS1 game if I'm not mistaken. PS3 emulation is horrible of like PS1 games.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of Neo Nikon.
I'm not
Minus the
Coco.
kaiju tanuki.
Dude, fucking nice.
Aw, Hawaii.
What the fuck was this shit? Okay, goodbye. Fuck off. Ugh. Sly games are fastest on a backwards compatible PS3, and they are also not PlayStation 1 games.
Most PS2 games are faster on backwards compatible PS3, but the thing is, communities have their saying in whether they're allowed, and not only that, some PS2 games are like run really poorly on certain models of the PS3s.
For Dingo Dial over Tana, same.
Sly runs perfectly fine on any model of PS3, but the later models have emulation. So like games like Ratchet and Clank run at 15 FPS. So for accessibility reasons and cost, we don't allow them because and input lag. But yeah, for Ratchet games, it matters more than Sly.
Sly, it's a matter of like what, like 15 seconds or something? Not 15, like 50.
It's 50, yeah. You can still get good time on PS2.
Oh my fucking god, this stupid ass fucking level. All timelines is basically any percent plus all of the alternate levels like this one. Basically think of it as all levels. Are many people running the flashback tapes yet? Kane has been putting a shit ton of time into them. I don't know if anybody else is grinding it. I know Lars did a couple runs, but I don't know if he's still doing them. I think right now mostly it's Kane. Flashback tapes is something I want to do eventually, but...
Stop.
Okay, I will. Last tapes are hard. Tapes in general are just hard, like, let's be real.
Biden is trailing behind by 665. Georgia.
Georgia.
Somebody commented rigged as fuck. Okay, Trumper. Vig, very, very rigged. At this rate, I'm definitely leaving the area. See ya.
It's probably a fucking like meme. If they're just anybody saying they're leaving for another country is probably memeing.
No, I clicked on their account and they're like USA MAGA strong and all that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, see ya.
The MAGA coping memes are so funny of like all the butter Trump supporters and stuff. They're so funny.
Politics monkey. Yeah, they're kind of a big deal. Kind of a very relevant topic at the moment.
It's relevant. There's a lot on the line. And I was given permission I could talk about it. So. Obviously, the mail-in ballots are cheating. Yeah, totally.
Yo, this game fucking sucks. You know what's worse than politics? Dragging On.
I honestly thought, Azeroth, you were serious for a second. I'm like, no way, he's serious.
Yeah.
mail-in ballots, the things that have been around for literally decades, and then apparently, oh, these were all.
Dill, I didn't know your entire state cheated every single election.
Dude,
What?
Georgia's down to 463.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Dude, I might just stay up. Fuck it.
I have to go to bed soon.
Nah. Weakness.
You're gonna stay up?
I don't know. Fucking
I'm going to bed soon. I'm really tired.
weakness.
I've slept like a total of like 7 hours.
It sounds like weakness. The results won't be known for weeks. Yeah, we can still draw an implication.
Yeah, like
They won't be finalized for weeks, but we can reach a pretty solid conclusion within a few days, probably.
Yeah, like Biden will get a call probably for the next few days. Of course, like they're.
I think if someone wants to be president of the United States, they need to beat my world record in any percent.
Voting is.
I'm
cheating.
president of the United States.
We need to elect presidents via battle to the death. Oh God.
I think we know who's winning. Yeah, me. I'm president of the United States.
Yeah, just because you said so.
I mandate that Twitch streaming be a 6-figure salary.
Pog Tim. Speedrunners get to work part time and then get a 6-figure income.
Honestly, the first thing I'd implement is UBI.
Hell yeah. Yang gang.
Yang gang.
If you enjoy your reward, we will make an even better team. Yes.
I fucking dude. Honestly, that would be a wet dream if Joe Biden wins and he puts Andrew Yang in as part of finances and stuff for the country.
I know Yang. I think it's part of his campaign team at least.
Ooh, well maybe it's not out of the question. The gamer DM.
I mean, Yang said on video that all Bowser mains are carried, so he's got my vote.
I'm gonna leave in a few minutes. I'm about to literally pass out.
Sounds like weakness.
Yeah, low testosterone.
Yeah, it's like you sound like a low testosterone pathetic idiot.
Soy boy.
I'm gonna make that a fucking role for me in my servers. Low testosterone pathetic idiot.
I can't. Oh shit! I can't be loud.
I can. Fuck my neighbors.
I can't. It's just
AOC played Among Us. Does that count? Yeah, that counts. She's basically a gamer.
Just stay
low
put while I catch this.
testosterone.
Hold still.
Yang AOC ticket 2024.
Hell yeah, I would do that.
Off the face.
Get you
Gonna need to know if this is lethal.
Oh, dude, 6 hours total.
Fly, my gelatinous fiddlesticks.
Gelatinous fiddlesticks.
Enjoy your trip. This one has extra botulinum. Ooze your way. Oh, why? Why don't
What's
you
up, Caro?
take me seriously?
I'm still mad I couldn't make my go live notification low testosterone pathetic idiot. Should add that to my fucking Twitter bio, just low testosterone pathetic idiot.
You should. You should.
Well, right now I have mostly retired Smash Scrub on there, and I don't even know how much I care about making that a thing anymore. Just yeah, Smash was a thing I did once in a different lifetime.
I also got a really bad headache from not having enough sleep.
And yeah, the Bayou skip is twice in this category. Thankfully, if there's any one of the alternate time levels that's actually interesting, it's fucking no dillo-dallying.
No Dilwingo Dally.
Yeah, no dilwingoing.
No Dilwingoing. Hacking heck. Fucking hell.
Yeah, no dillo-dallying actually has some pretty neat strats in any percent on the dingo part. It's like the only one that's like remotely interesting. Tharhy Blows has interesting strats on the non-dingo part, which is funny. But like the dingo part is eh.
Sponge. Oh. Gopium.
Copium, yeah, I love
I
that.
fucking love the Gopium meme.
Nopium.
Nopium. Fuck, I love the Gopium. I also love that one meme where all the MAGA people and like Trump are like Pepe angry and like Biden is just like licking ice cream. I'll DM it to you. It's so funny. It's like one of the I think Michael sent it to me. It's so funny.
Prescription copioids. Dude, I can't wait. Okay. I can wait, I guess. I can't wait for this to be on YouTube, and then like everybody, someone in the comments like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're talking about politics." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you know, the state of my country kind of mandated that I have to care about them."
Yep.
Probably should have cared about them anyway, all things considered, but you know. Okay. Offbeat is a level that exists in this game. It's just a little too slow there. At least AOC worked a shitty job and know. Nah, you don't understand, Risky. Donald Trump is like super relatable. He started from nothing. Also, he started when his father gave him a small loan of $1 million. He had to pay it all back. Fucking goddamn it, dude. I hope when all is said and done, history remembers Donald Trump for what he was. One of the worst presidents in American history.
Another thing
If not the worst.
Another thing that he wants to do, which is really worrying, is he wants to establish that 1776 American curriculum in schools where people will be proud of their country. Like, straight up brainwashing. I mean, they've already been doing that, but...
Bandicoot.
He literally probably wants people to think that he was like the best president ever.
I remember this came up a few years ago with some friends like who we thought the worst president was, not counting Donald Trump because it was like 2 years into his term. And I do agree it's probably fair to only judge after he's done. And my argument, I argued that the worst president was probably James Buchanan. For
Nixon.
Nixon's complicated. My argument for James Buchanan was that he essentially led us right into the Civil War and did nothing to stop it.
Oh wow.
Harding is also pretty bad.
Nixon is just bad because he was like.
Nixon was like he did he was corrupt as fuck, but he also like did plenty of good things. I think I haven't looked too deeply into like every president because I'm not a historian, but I remember like Nixon is like his legacy is so complicated because like there was plenty of great things he did, but then also he did Watergate. But like Buchanan was a northerner with southern sympathies, like blatantly like favored like what would eventually become the Confederacy, refused to like take action when things were getting out of hand because he felt like it wasn't the federal government's place to do it. It was like secession is illegal, but trying to stop the secession is also illegal, bullshit like that. Like he basically led us right into the Civil War.
That's crazy. Alright, man. I'm gonna head out to bed. I'm tired.
Alright, have a good night.
Have a good night, dude. Hopefully there'll be some good news in the morning. See ya.
See ya. Harding I don't really know too much about, aside from the fact that he was involved in like 3 different scandals. I remember like Harding was like a really popular president while he was alive, and then after he died, all of the info about the scandals came to light, and now he's considered one of the worst presidents. But I don't know much about his administration other than that. Another president that's running for the worst is Andrew Johnson, basically just because like he basically constantly argued with Congress, didn't like get anything done. Was the first president to be impeached because he like went out of his way to like stop the rights of like former slaves, if I'm not mistaken. Basically he was like a massive white supremacist. Why wasn't Trump impeached? He was. He just wasn't. He was impeached, but he wasn't removed from office. 3 presidents have been impeached, but none of them have been removed from office. Yeah, he wasn't indicted. But it's basically like when we were talking about who like the worst president was a few years ago, I argued for James Buchanan with my reasoning basically boiling down to he led us into the Civil War. Basically, he let the country get so divided that we split off and fought each other. And then, like, Andrew Johnson was just, like, massive promoter of white supremacy, actively tried to suppress the rights of, like, former slaves, which is also pretty awful. And then, like, Harding was just, like, super corrupt and involved in a lot of scandals. I've also heard a lot of people criticize Herbert Hoover for not effectively dealing with the Great Depression. And then, so I think of all this. And then I think about Trump. And sure, maybe he didn't lead us into a civil war, but he has fostered a lot of divide amongst the country. A lot of it. He's not an outwardly public white supremacist. Like, he's never said it, but he's never done anything to, like, speak out against it in any legitimate way. And he's basically racist, let's be fucking real. He's involved in a shit ton of scandals. And he has very, very piss poorly dealt with a pandemic. That is also, like, causing an economic recession. Yo, Mikey, thanks for the host. As a warning, we're discussing politics. But basically, like, how's Cat Coco? She's doing better. Like, she's being more forward, I guess. Oh, does Nodillo do it? No, run it by you. Dude, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. So, like, maybe, like, he hasn't been as extreme on any of the points of the other presidents, who I would say are potentially the worst presidents. But, like, he kind of checks off the same marks as, like, 3 of them combined. Which is why I think you could argue that he is the worst one in history. Alright, have a good night, Mikey. Of course, I will reserve judgment for when he's actually out of office. But my opinion is probably not going to change. This is a pretty good song. I think my favorite song in the game is either Jetboard Jetty, Off Balance, or Trouble Brewing. I think Trouble Brewing is an absolutely fantastic take on Brio's theme. You have a lot of family that supports Trump. My mom supports Trump. Not for any reason other than she thinks my dad would have. When my sister and I both know full well my dad absolutely would not have. But my mom also doesn't know shit about politics. Yo, what's up, Lucas? My mom supports Trump because she thinks my dad would have, and she has a friend who supports Trump. And she eats up all his bullshit. Oh, I should be up here. Yeah, Trump is red. I think someone else was saying this something similar, Marquez. Is that in other countries red and blue are swapped? I don't know. I'm okay with Democrats being blue because I actually like that color. And if I had to pick a party to identify with, that would be it. Where did I even get that mask from? Was there a mask on there that I... Oh, wait, no, this is fucking... This is running by you. I was like, where did I even get that mask? I thought I was in no double dallying. Oh yeah, no, like in terms of American politics, what the rest of the world considers like right, we consider center. Yeah, it's pretty something.
Right then. Need a hand.
Time for the only interesting alternate timeline. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, America's so right-shifted on its ideology, like, like a lot of its ideologies, that, like, nobody realistically thought that a Biden election would solve everything, but it's like a step in the right direction for hopefully things getting even better in the future. The most important thing is that Trump leaves. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Usually liking my tweets and people be unfollowing already. I think like in the past week I've had like 2 people block and or unfollow me and like 4 people follow me. So, you know, net gain. Dude. Ugh. Yeah, that's generally the consensus, Merkaz, is like very few people actually like Biden, but like I don't like Biden, but he's still like a significant improvement over Trump. Harris is like complicated because like despite from what I've gathered from people who've told like looked into her more than I have, she has a history of like imprisoning people for like questionable things that I don't know enough to actually say much on. I think that's what most people have issue with when it comes to Harris is her past. But I am personally of the camp of like not putting too much stock in someone's past. Like obviously don't like completely disregard a past, but acknowledge that people are capable of change. Like it always kind of bothered me when people would dig up shit Biden said like 14 years ago. Like, do you really think people are incapable of change after over a decade? Like, I'm not saying Biden is, like, fantastic and this, like, super progressive left guy we want, but, like... People are like, oh, well, he voted in favor of this, like, far-right thing in 2006. I'm like, okay. He'd probably be against it now. Yo, and Trousers, thanks for the Prime sub. I appreciate it in spite of all this political shit I'm talking about. Glad you were able to finally catch a stream. Hell yeah. I don't know. I think the comparison I made... Oh wow, I could just go right this no way out. Yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong inherently with discussing politics. It's just, it's so dangerous because it's so polarizing that it oftentimes gets out of hands. But this is like a really civil discussion, so if it got out of hand, I would stop it. Or if I just wasn't in the mood to talk about it, I would say let's not talk about it. But, like, right now, it's kind of a big topic that I want to talk about, so... That's why I don't have a rule explicitly not allowing it, and if I do, I should fix that, because I don't think I made that a rule for my chat. Pretty sure my chat rule is just speak in English and don't be a cunt. Anyway. What was I saying? I don't know. When I think about the people who, like, shout on stuff Biden said, like, or like policies he was in favor of like 14 years ago, I think it was like, so like all those people who like defended James Gunn when Disney fired him for something he tweeted in 2009 and even acknowledged he was wrong about, but it was like, oh well, he's not like that anymore, but so it works for James Gunn but it doesn't work for Joe Biden. I don't know. And yeah, I think this is a really like, this is a very huge, like, monumentous, like, election just for how much is on the line. Sanders lost the primary to Biden. He was the front runner for the beginning of the year, but then all the moderate or centrist Democrats dropped out and all the support shifted to Biden, and the Democratic Party is afraid of significant change, which, like, I can't entirely fault them for putting the most focus on being able to get Donald Trump out of office. I can kind of concede that that was pretty important. Even if it means I have to put, like, my own, like, desires on the back burner of, like, how the country should be. It's a nice first step to just get the orange fuck out. This is the highest voter turnout of any election, if I'm not mistaken. Bernie was my second choice. Like my first choice was Andrew Yang, but Bernie was my second. A lot of Yang's policies, I would say, are similar to Bernie. They're both on, like, the progressive side. They're not entirely the same, but... I think Yang also very much has a sense of the lower class. That's basically how it is. Like, Biden's not, like, the be-all, end-all solution, but he is a step in the right direction, and I think that's a big deal. Yo, Bucha. Why doesn't anybody use the Kapunawat tech? Everybody's just fucking lazy bitch boys. I hope he does too, Zed. Like, obviously it's not a guarantee, but I'll take that potential risk and unknown over dealing with 4 more years of Trump, who I know will not listen to the American people. That was terrible. Buchu for president, we need yep cock. See, because of that emote, I read that as Buchu for president, we need cock. And I was like, well... Ah, yes. Cock. I don't think Biden's gonna have the same, like, rabid fan base as Trump. You can even just see based on their rhetoric. I don't think Biden would even want something like that. Buchu is, like, basically, like, king memer, and I love it. Dude, no, I was fucking listening to, like, I couldn't get video of, like, news coverage at work, but I was able to get, like, audio streaming, and I basically just listened to MSNBC the whole time, and, like, when Trump was on his fucking, like, bullshit speech earlier, like, they played about 30 seconds of it, and then it faded away, and, like, the people on MSNBC were just like, yeah, so we're gonna, like, once again, just, like, cut in front of the president and say it. Basically, everything he's saying is wrong, and I love how much the media is just so fucking done with him. Like, they don't even try to sugarcoat it anymore. Like, just a fucking CNN headline is like, Trump claims again that the election is being stolen with no evidence. I'm just like, yep, they don't even fucking care anymore.
About that? I'm having fun.
Norway has 8 reporters in the U.S. covering the election. Like, that's the crazy thing, is that the U.S. is such like a significant presence in the world that our election affects the entire world. Like, I think the severity of how off the deep end Trump has gone is that even conservatives are trying to say, like, yeah, no, he's out of line. Like, when fucking Ben Shapiro says that Trump has gone too far, that's something. Like, think about that. Fucking Ben Shapiro. It's like very not left. Ben Shapiro's wife come before the Nevada results. Oh my god. Fucking hell.
Quadrangle.
I don't know.
Please let the next world be a beach world.
My dad had pretty conservative leaning views, and he passed before the 2016 election, but I'm reasonably confident that even if he had been alive for it, he would not have voted for Trump. Or 2016, I'm not sure, because I don't think he would have voted for Hillary or Sanders, but I do think this election he would have voted for Biden. Let's not do that. Get this stupid fucking mask. This level fucking sucks, dude. Dude, Merkez, teach me how to hop slide IRL.
Oh, how I missed this.
It hurts, dude. I can imagine. Sliding on your ass at that much of a rate? Like, good lord. I don't know. I remember, like, in the lead up to the 2016 election, I never heard my dad say anything positive about Trump, at least policy-wise. I think the most positive thing I heard my dad say about Trump was, I don't necessarily agree with everything he says, but you have to admit that the way he handles this campaign is very smart, and I honestly do agree with that. For as much of an idiot Trump is, like, policy-wise and understanding basic human compassion, I think he's always been very intelligent with how he handles campaigning and, like, just addressing his supporters. He very much plays on their emotions and manipulates them into thinking he's correct about everything. I forget that I can't fucking do that in this version of the level. Trump is a lot smarter than people give him credit for, and that's why he's so dangerous. Yeah, insanely perfects are hard on this because of Polar. Like, whenever, like, the whole thing where he's, like, claiming voter fraud and how everybody's like, is he really this fucking stupid? I'm like, no, he's not. He knows exactly what he's saying, and he is completely aware that people will believe him. That's why he's saying it. It's very clear that he knows he's losing and he's desperate to get support. What you doing? I'm not fucking relaxed, girl. Jesus Christ. I'm just moving.
I've made a few upgrades to my blimp. Rain of giant deadly missiles.
Yeah, no, he knows that. He's just acting like it's fraud because he knows his idiot supporters will believe him.
Punchbot Mark II, deploy.
That's why he's so dangerous, because
Punchbot Mark II is for punching you.
he's very, very good at manipulating people's emotions into believing whatever the fuck he says. Okay.
Stop. All right, have it your
Polar and Tim are both like easier to control if you
Marsupial missile is my own design.
hold forward the entire time and just like adjust your angles.
Punch that Bandicoot, Punchbot.
I had to do that a little weird.
Well, if you won't play fair, then neither will I. Oops, did I do that? Kill the Bandicoot, crush the Bandicoot, smash in his head.
Yeah, I feel like my hometown might be the same way if I still lived there, Zed. Considering my hometown was one of the only counties in Maryland that voted red. Oh my fucking god. That was my fault, but oh my fucking god. This makes me want to die, because now this cycle's horrible. I hate this shit. Why does it take 2.5 extra cycles? Or 1.5 extra cycles? Am I from Baltimore? No, I live about like 45 minutes from it. 45 minutes to an hour. I think... Yeah, no idea, Felix. Let's see what happens. I mean, US is technically not all of America. Mexico and Canada are part of North America, so US Americans isn't like entirely silly of a phrase. Aba's Dimension is kind of cool. I mean, Mexico is North America, so... Oh. I actually think Fossil Field is one of the better Cortex levels. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad. You should run for president. No, president is me, because I have the world record in Crash 4. That is the basis for president of the United States. If Yuki beats my time, then he, as a Japanese man, is now president of the United States. That's how it works.
Let's see how these prehistoric predators like my blaster's new settings. They laughed when I added blockification. Well, who's laughing now? Me.
Nah, I can't be president of the United States because despite the fact that I am a natural born citizen born in the state of North Carolina, I have Filipino blood in my veins because my mother is from the Philippines. Therefore, I'm a native of China.
Ooh, I've never tried a volcano lair. Do good guys have volcano lairs? Much to learn.
I missed. I died. Oh, I'm also not 35. That's also why I can't be president of the United States. Yeah.
On second thought, no volcano lair. I can feel my nostril hair.
I, as an Asian American with genes with like genetics from the Philippines, brought the coronavirus from China. That's how it works, right? Good old racism against Asians, right? And a bit of a real talk moment. The fact that I'm only half Filipino means that oftentimes I can pass off as not Asian, which is like kind of shitty to think about, but you know. A lot of people don't even realize I'm Asian until I tell them. Because like honestly, like combined with the fact that I'm stay indoors all the time, I kind of don't look Asian. I also have an American face. So that's part of it also. I just like my skin is like slightly darker than like yeah, my skin is just slightly darker than like a full white person. And that's like the only way you'd be able to tell. Alright, time for Raymundo's secret spot. Most people assume I'm Hispanic.
I must reach the spot.
Time for the demo pack to pay off, baby.
On a cold winter's night, have yourself a bite of Bandicoot stew.
Fuck. Oh yeah, no, it's infuriating, but it doesn't surprise me anymore. Fuck this level. Level kinda garbo. The level is significantly easier when you don't get boxes, because the level fucking sucks when you try to get boxes. But the level's still kinda gross. It's still worse, it's no way out. Yeah, Filipinos look very similar to like Hispanic people in a lot of ways. And then it doesn't help that because I have an American face, like it makes me look less Asian. Ugh. I remember why I don't like this level. Yo, Pip. Fuck! Yo. Fuck. That was almost the clutchest save ever. Why is this even a category? It's just any percent, but we added 1.5 hubs. Or, not 1.5. Added 3 hubs. Yeah, every hub is 3 levels. Yeah, it's just any percent plus 3 hubs because it's 9 extra levels. Why the fuck did Hypno suggest this as a category? I'm gonna blame Hypno for this. I blame Hypno for everything. There's not sufficient disk space to continue recording. Fine, I don't want to keep this fucking recording anyway. Yeah, Hypno Shark. Blame Hypno for everything because he's a nerd. All timelines plus tapes. Eh. I could see it, but that's my opinion on it. Is eh. Okay, I almost died. All time, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of silly to exist, but here we are.
May I assist?
I guess another thing is that the flashback tapes, if you don't like go for total completion of them, kind of defeats the purpose of them and becomes a lot less interesting. So even if you went for like completely all levels, the flashback tapes would just feel also kind of pointless. I don't know.
All right. That'll be another one of them shimmery things around here.
That's fine. As the most annoying snipe ever. Why does this level exist? Why does this category exist? Dude, what the fuck even is this shit? Okay, this is fine, I guess. I guess I'll just die. Or just not, because dying is impossible, apparently.
Time to go home.
Yeah, I know I have low disk space. Fucking relax. This is fine. That was kind of butt. Alright. Have a night, Pip. Or day. I'm not sure what time it is for you. It's just because it's a longer any percent. That's like really the biggest annoyance. Yeah, like it adds 9 levels, and like the only one I consider remotely interesting is no dillo-dallying. I just wanted to do this just to do it. I don't see myself ever like hardcore grinding this unless I get really, really bored of any percent and ACG, because like the next thing I'm gonna grind after any percent is ACG. Georgia Blue, hell yeah, let's fucking go. I'm glad to see you went to sleep, Dill. Okay, so like if Georgia stays blue, and then like Nevada gets confirmed and like called for him, that's basically a wrap. That's over 270, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, that might be 269. I think it's 270. No, that should be 270. Never mind, I'm wrong. Yo, what's up, Metroff? Yeah, Dill just said that to Seraph. Oh, here's a fucking another thing about shipping error. This section fucking blows in shipping error. It's so bad. Like, see what I'm doing here now? I can't do any of this in shipping error because they just added more fucking nitros. I reiterate, shipping error is the worst level in the game. Like, building bridges is, like, also pretty bad, but shipping error is fucking awful. .264 is under the assumption that he has Arizona, which probably got called a little too early. So I was operating under him having 253. At which point Georgia's 16, which is 269, and then Nevada's 6, which is 285 or 275 rather. I don't think rock blocked is as bad as shipping error. Bears are building bridges rather.
If I only hadn't replaced my blaster's teleport.
Like this stuff's fucking awful. I hate this level so much. I probably could have made that actually. I mean, I can see him getting Georgia but losing Arizona as a possibility, because, like, that's a fucking all the way back to the beginning of the level. Because this level has no goddamn checkpoints. God, why does this all fucking exist? By the way, guys, super secret tech right here. Like, just fucking stub legs, dude. Like, come on. I could have made that. Dude, fucking seeing double was an absolutely brutal plot. Time for out for launch, but somehow worse. When out for launch is already not a particularly stellar level. Out for launch is like bearable in like any percent though. It's not fantastic, but it's not the worst thing ever. Not even gonna question how I didn't hit the second one there, but whatever. Like, who fucking put... Like, that shit like that, dude. Like, come the fuck on. This level is garbage. Wake me up inside. My any percent PB ends in 3 minutes. Good lord. Not how I meant to do that. So like my thought process when I was first like, okay, you know what, I'll do this run, why the fuck not? Was like, you know, maybe it'll be interesting to learn the alternate timelines. And then I did them and I was like, wow, exactly one of these is interesting. At least there's no other alternate timelines except for seeing double now, which is at the end, so. For most of the rest of this, it should just be any percent. Okay, that's fine. Save me, Tim. Super entertaining to watch. Yeah, but like, imagine if I was just doing any percent. Like, it's like pretty similar, but like all the like, I don't know. At least from my perspective, the alternate timelines are among the least interesting levels, so any percent just gets rid of some of the least interesting levels. Yo, Detox, thanks for the good luck. Don't ask me how I saved that. I mean, lazy skip's also in any percent. Hook, line, and sinker is in any percent level. What's my target time for any percent before I move on to ACG? Not a clue. My summon best is a mid 123, so I'd probably say either low 125 or 124 in general, or just a run that I don't feel like is shit. Do I like seeing double? It's one of my more preferred Cortex levels. I actually think from a design perspective, it's probably the most interesting Cortex level. But yeah, lazy skip is in any percent because hook, line, and sinker is a mandatory level. So it's not like we're missing out on that by not doing this. Lazy skip is also, once again, something that ACG cannot use. Because there are crates over there. Yeah, Dill and Serioff both mentioned it. Thanks for the good luck, dude. My cat sounds in pain. No, she's just meowing. She's fine. Yeah, see? You're fine, right? Technically, the run's supposed... This category in particular, the run's supposed to end on Cortex, though I think if somebody beat Cortex and then used the triple spin to do alternate timelines, I don't know if anybody would object. I didn't care enough. This is my 1 minute 15 break. What are you looking at? I'm not gonna hurt you.
We're out of all food.
Bandicoots are considered pests. Is fit for
I
extermination.
accidentally double jumped.
Modern. Tell me more.
Some keep them as pets, but I find it disgusting. I much prefer spiders.
Yes. So elegant spiders.
So many little legs to pull.
Ooh, wicked.
How our lost puppies found its way home.
Let's put them down.
Every extra character has an introductory level that's mandatory, and then a level in the snacks dimension that's mandatory.
Foiled by a flea bag.
So in any percent, you play as Tawna, Dingo, and Cortex twice each. Tawna, you have to do hook, line, and sinker. Dingo, you have to do home cooking. Cortex, you have to do fossil fueled. And then Dingo and Tawna, you have to do rush hour. And then Cortex, you have to do crate escape. Jesus Christ.
Oh, poor baby.
Try to be fast. That's all. I love when I hit X to jump off the rope, and the game is just like, no. I like when I try to double jump and the game is just like, no. I like when I like to try to grab the wall and the game's just like, no. Like, fuck off. This is fine. What level do I find most difficult? Yes. Probably Jetboard, Jetty, or Dragon On. At least for any percent. All timelines, I don't really have an opinion. Actually, no. Hardest is probably Toxic Tunnels.
Let's see if these tall poppies know how to smoke a steak.
Dinger.
Blimey, there's not to think about that. Does this mean I have franchise potential? Am I a franchise? Could I open a restaurant in an airport?
I hate that that doesn't line up.
If I franchise because I saw my future franchise. Oh, bollocks, my head hurts.
Wonder what the local delicacy is here. I hope it's spicy and fried.
That was something. Yeah, this is the longest level in the game, I'm pretty sure. You're the cutest cat in the game, you just don't like me for some reason. Yeah, you walk away. See how it is. Snipes. Okay. I guess the jump path and toxic tunnels can make, yeah, would make that level long as fuck. So, that's fair. For any percent completion, I'm pretty sure this is the longest. I think it's the only level in any percent that exceeds 5 minutes. Or even gets close to it.
Oh, yeah!
Dude, Rush on Inverted's so fucking Coco going through her emo phase right now. She's going through this what the fuck is this new mysterious place I am in phase, and who the fuck is this moron who has held me captive? Where's the other cat I befriended? That's the phase she's going through right now.
Spicy fried mystery food.
Yeah, that was garbage. Hi. Can't believe I bought you a fucking windowsill mat and you just won't sit on it. Disrespectful. This is fine. This is fine. Everything is okay. It could be sub 2 hours. I don't remember how long the last hub is. And you have to factor in seeing double also. Sub 2 is extremely possible though, considering how bad this run was. Ah, garbage. Oh my god. Fuck you, trash can Stan. Hi. What you doing? Are you fucking kidding me? Plot twist, this is just the run I'm using to get used to any percent after a 3-day break. You've all been duped. I think part of the reason I'm making so many mistakes is my absolute extreme ambivalence. Like, I just do not give a fuck about this run. Also, this game sucks ass. I don't know if you guys knew that. I blame politics. This run is a fraud on the American people. I'm somehow fucking alive. Fucking count that vote, bitches. It's fucking less a minute in this level.
And now for me to stop me.
Oh, taking a break definitely helps. I'm just not burned out. Taking a break helps if you're burned out on a game, but I'm not burned out on Crash 4. The reason I took a 2-day break is because I've just been following the election. And honestly, I was... At least on, like, Tuesday, I was so stressed out to the point that I was actually feeling physically ill. Just because, like, Tuesday was the night where a lot of the states were still leaning red because they hadn't counted any of the mail-ins yet. Also, that's fucking great, I guess. And then, like, yesterday, I was feeling better, but still relatively stressed. So, I just didn't stream that night either. But, like, today I was feeling well. So, I was like, fuck it. We'll just chill and learn a bad category. And I did! I don't even fucking know. Let's just fucking go for everything. Fuck it. Yes, this is fine. Favorite game ever? Kingdom Hearts.
Listen to me.
Fuck it. Do it live. Dude, I'm God Gamer. Actually God Gamer, though. KH used to be your favorite game? What happened? This is fine. I'm still not even sure that's worth going for, if I'm being completely honest. I just thought it would look cool. Let's see, this is a 3-minute level, Cortex Castle is about a 3-minute level, Cortex is about a 3-minute fight, and then Seeing Double is essentially another 3-minute level, I would assume. This will be extremely tight if it's sub 2, I would say. I doubt it at this point. But we'll see. Jeez, girl, why you gotta scratch yourself that much? You sit behind my fucking TV all day. You don't do anything. I love getting stuck on shit. I knew that was gonna happen too. Never just life. That's the statement. Gamer.
What must I do to prove myself? Mother's name, Sharon. Childhood pet, wrong with...
Fucking goddamn, dude. That's like the most annoying way to lose momentum, is just getting stuck on fucking crates. This is fine. It's okay. Hi. Get in the bed, get in the bed, get... God damn it. She was so close to getting in the bed, dude. This is only a 2-minute level? Holy fuck. I thought it was longer. This still will not sub 2. Not after Nitro Crossing and Toxic Tones were that bad, though.
You'll never find me, Neo-Cortex. This castle is a maze. I alone know all of its secret halls and passages. Like the one behind the portrait of Grandfather that opens when you press on his triangular monster. Ow!
So a fossa, if I'm not mistaken, is the part of your like your nose that's like the indent, like on your skull.
What is it? Am I seeing double?
Embryo, quickly! Revoke this fraud hologram access! No, Embryo, I'm no fraud!
Is that you? That is you.
You must listen to me!
And I didn't want to do the skip anyway.
Do you not recognize your own master? I'm the real Cortex! Know and
I thought it was part of the nose.
Ding dong, ding dong. Oh my, sounds like the doorbell. I better go see who it is. Quit struggling. Don't make me. Help! Anyone! We have an evil doppelganger situation. I'm not a doppelganger.
Don't slow down, I guess? Oh, is it the ear? Okay then. Thought it was the nose. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a 3-minute level, and then Cortex is like a 3-minute fight. Thanks for good luck with Joe. Dude, it's like 5:30. What the fuck? Yeah, this category sucks. Relevant. Nah, this category is fucking irrelevant shit.
Fail. I mean, fail differently. I mean, oh, crash.
Also, any percent's fucking sick in this game. Do not slander its name. Yo, Katsu, thanks for the good luck. This game fucking... Oh my god. I'm so done with this category, and this is my first run. Like, holy fuck, dude. I fucking moved, but tell me more. Dude, why? Is there a fucking ceiling there? I don't know why anybody would like willingly run this category. Like, if you're gonna fucking if you're gonna make yourself play these levels, just fucking go for ACG at that point. Fuck this shit. Yeah, that's how I feel about this.
There must be a way for me to reason with me.
Why? Why? It's not even frustrating anymore. It's just completely fucking stupid. Cannot make this shit up. God, I do not understand why anybody would want to do this category.
can't I be more reasonable?
Okay, but at least like ACG is more than just like any percent but more levels that suck. At least like getting all the gems is a fucking goal there. This is like, let's just do more any percent because you fucking wanted that, right? God damn, dude.
Quit struggling. Don't make me. Help! Anyone! We have an evil doppelganger situation. I'm not a doppelganger. I'm... No, forget it. Help! There. That'll shut me up.
Yeah, I saw Stefan did a 106 run. Gamer. Yeah, he seems like a cool guy. Yeah, that was fucking trash. That was the worst thing ever. Let's see if I can 202. It was single. It was like a full, like, run.
Assistant, go! Unbelievable!
He's also the guy who's been doing 100%. Like, I respect that endurance.
Shoot-o-matic! Shoot! Unbelievable! Assistant, help!
Did we just almost die?
Time out! Time out! Annihilator! Fire! What's the matter? Afraid of the searing, deadly laser? Careful! I might flip! Yes, your whole world is upside down. Confused? Disoriented? I can see your tiny brain cells frying themselves. Blast it! Assistant, go! Can't keep up the pace. Think back. Slowing. Ready, set. Power before cortex. Blast it! Assistant, go!
So judging by this sum of best, sub 150 is definitely possible because there's no way my alternate time levels are anywhere close to good.
That's how it's done.
Not like this. No.
I do not like this category.